Hello and welcome to Cooling India Magazine's exclusive coverage from Acrex 2025 Expo. I am Tejal Dhanavde and we are here today at Bangalore, the hub of HVACR industry innovation and latest technology. Stay tuned as we dive deep into the latest trends, cutting edge technologies and expert opinions from the top players of the HVACR industry. Hi everyone, it's an exciting day at Acrex India 2025. Today we have this incredible opportunity to interview Mr. Gaurav Burman, who is the Managing Director APAC at 75F. Hi sir, it's a pleasure to interview you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. How do you think your IoT control system and sensors improve indoor air quality?
So, as in most systems, it's a three-step process. So, initially one needs to have a layer of sensors that
Right.
can measure the indoor air quality that is there. And by this we mean CO2, VOCs, PM 2.5, and other kinds of indoor air quality parameters that are there.
Right.
These are measured by some of the sensors that you see behind you, and these are communicated wirelessly over our radio frequency mesh network to a central control unit. The tablet that you see over there,
Right.
that's the central control unit.
Okay.
And over there, it is collated, it is compared against certain industry standard norms which are there, benchmark limits which are there,
Right.
and depending on whether it is acceptable or above the acceptable limit, then a sequence of actions are put into place.
Right.
So these actions could be, in the case of CO2 for example, it would initiate what we know as dilution ventilation, which means letting in more fresh air so that it dilutes the CO2 and then brings it down to a level which is acceptable, say below 900 parts per million. In the case of certain other parameters, if for example the VOCs are higher, then the system will throw up alerts and various other methods of informing the facility team, and then a sequence of actions needs to be initiated either by them or, in case our system is connected up, for example switching on a air filter or an air filtration system or something like that. So at the first step, monitoring. Second step, sending the information across to the central control unit. From there, it's sent to the cloud, from where the customer accesses it on various graphs and dashboards. There's an alerting methodology, and then the control step kicks in, how to mitigate the air quality parameters in case they're above the recommended norms. So this is how our system not just monitors but manages and improves indoor air quality.
Indoor air quality. Okay. What is some of the latest technology that you've launched here in Acrex 2025, and could you elaborate a little bit more?
Certainly, happy to. So, one of the latest technologies that we are introducing here at Acrex 2025 is Saffron AI, and this is an AI layer on top of the BMS. So, what has been done is to train the AI chatbot to respond to natural language processing. What that means is that a series of simple questions can be asked by the facility team. For example, which are my hottest zones, or which are my floors that are consuming the most temperature, or what seems to be the fault in such and such piece of equipment. And the system has been trained to go in and look at the relevant sensory data, compare it against certain norms that are there, and then provide a meaningful answer.
Okay.
So it makes the life a lot easier for a facility team and a facility person,
Right.
improves the performance of the building and saves time.
75F has just introduced the world's first AI platform for commercial buildings. So, what are some of the key features for the same?
So the AI platform for commercial buildings is called Saffron AI, and what it can do is it can answer questions in natural language. It can provide diagnostic data of fault detection and diagnostics about key equipments. It can do from whiteboard to dashboard. What that means is that you could simply be sketching a graph that you would like to have on a whiteboard, take a picture of it, put it onto the chatbot, and on your platform it will instantly create a dashboard.
Okay.
These are some of the things, but in addition it can also provide you real-time alerting. It can also provide you trends and comparisons with past performance. So a whole host of things to be able to manage your building better and get superior performance from it.
Okay. How does 75F stand out in terms of USPs?
Well, there are quite a few, but to name a few, from a very early stage, we have adopted some of the latest technologies in the industry. For example, wireless communication,
Right.
cloud computing. We are natively IoT, Internet of Things. What that means is that there's a lot of decision making on some of the edge devices. As a result, there's time that is saved in terms of the building reacting. We've used cloud computing. We are now bringing machine learning and AI. So many of these are firsts in the industry. So in
Okay.
terms of our technology, that is one of the USPs that we hopefully stand out with.
Yeah.
Another one has been our strong focus on energy efficiency.
Okay.
So from a very early stage, we've incorporated some of the recommended standards that the ASHRAE comes out with for high performing buildings
Yes.
into our algorithms. And what that means is for the end customer that the building will provide energy savings right out of the box. So we tend to save more energy than traditional systems out there,
Okay.
and we have a lot of validation of this in terms of client sites as well as third-party studies that have been performed on our platform. And last but not the least, in terms of our service setup and our service infrastructure, we place a very high premium on providing high quality and differentiated services to our clients. Because it's not just about a product or a software, it's about continuing to serve the customer for the entire life cycle or the entire duration that we're connected with them. And we have a varied kind of service offerings. We have the standard installation and commissioning. We provide breakdown services, AMC, comprehensive annual maintenance. We provide a variety of managed services. And then with all the tools that we've created, we're constantly looking at the client sites and providing them optimization and input so that they can get the maximum out of their buildings.
Right. And how important do you think the events like ACREX are shaping the HVAC industry as a whole?
Sure. I think ACREX is an extremely important event and probably for our industry the main event in this
Yeah.
part of the world. It's a place where OEMs, influencers, contractors, consultants, end customers and solution providers like us can get together, share the latest information, get the latest inputs about what is important for customers and designers and architects, incorporate those into our latest products. So in that sense, it's a great place to compare notes and share experiences. And based on the turnout that we've seen, extremely excited, extremely gratified, and we hope that it continues to grow bigger and better. And a lot of meaningful conversations, potential partnerships have emerged. And in the coming days and weeks, we will be taking away a lot from this event and looking at forging these partnerships as we move forward.
Yeah, okay. So it was a pleasure to interview Mr. Gaurav. Thank you so much for your time and we wish your company all the best.
Thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you. This is Tejal Dhanavade signing off from ACREX 2025 Expo in Bangalore. See you next year.